We got a special guest here today, and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kiana, Carrie's friend.
I'll admit she's my friend. I'll admit that. Actually, guys, like I said, I don't know if you guys believe me or not, but we are currently in finals week, and I should be studying. We both should be studying, actually. But instead, we're streaming, so priorities.
You always got to take a mental health break. Sometimes, no, it's true. You need to get you in your books for so long. Like you take hours, you cramp it, or you really lock in with your work, and then you need a conversation. People need to interact. We're meant to interact with each other. Just like
wait. So guys, what we're just gonna do is just have like a casual conversation. It's probably gonna be we're gonna talk for like 20 minutes and just see how like college is for us. Right now we're in finals, so like it's literally dead ass crunch mode. But as we already mentioned, we are gonna be streaming instead, and as she mentioned, this is like taking a mental health break. Eventually, billions of people are gonna be watching me. I'm talking that into existence. We believe in manifestation. Mm-hmm. Yo, speaking of that, have you manifested anything lately?
Yes, I've manifested putting schoolwork before entertainment.
Oh my god, you know what's crazy?
And that's really hard for me.
Me too, actually. Someone that I hold dear to me actually told me that I should do schoolwork first and then work on my business. Ever since I've been doing that, I've been able to do it all. Yeah, shit's crazy. You know,
sometimes what I've learned is some of the professors that actually have material that we can learn from, but we just don't read it.
Heavy on the
Not every class.
Well, for me, the issue is like I don't mind reading, but it's just like there's a level to reading, y'all. Like there's a difference when you read 5 to 6 pages. Okay, I guess that's bearable. I can manage that. But 11 pages, and then you want me to read another 11 pages? That's a whole different book. And then you want me to write something on top of the 11 pages? It's like, wait a minute, ma'am.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, it really does have to be, like, engaging content.
Oh, heavy on when it comes to college, you have to push through. Like, if you don't push through, you're going to fail. And it sounds crazy, though. Like,
No, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. It's not crazy. It's a proven fact. If you do not push through, you're going to fail. Because you think 5 classes nothing, and then some of us are taking 6 classes. You think nothing. But for some reason, there's always that period where all the workload comes in at once, and everything is just due that 1 week.
Yo, you know what it's like? Okay.
And it's like when everything's due, but when it hits you, it just hits you still. Like,
and no, when it hits you, it hits you. No, you know what's crazy? Heavy on we know what the assignments are, and it's like when the due date comes, it's like, where did it come from? But it's like it's been in the syllabus since the day you started. Like they literally tell you when shit is due. You know what I love though? I love when teachers get pushed back themselves, because then it's like oh, I get a break, and it's like it's refreshing, because like,
and it's also a reminder that we're all human and they even have setbacks. So sometimes you can't even blame your professor.
Oh, heavy on you can't even blame a professor. Socializing is a key factor, especially if you want to do anything in this life. Like if you can't get along with people, or you can't even have a simple conversation, it's gonna be real hard for you in the future.
And it's good that we're talking about socializing, because here you're trained to socialize. You're trained to network. Networking is another good part, another aspect of college. And if you don't know how to talk to people and engage in 1-minute elevator pitches with people, like, what do you think are some ways or tips you would give like freshmen for navigating a social life in college? Like, what do you think is the best approach? To try to make friends right away and like join groups right away, or do you think you should step back?
That's actually a great question. Okay, so I'm gonna answer your question, but then also explain something else. Well, first I'm gonna say this first thing. For me, it's a little different, and for other people that want to be fellow entrepreneurs. But if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, and your purpose when you come to college is to have a good time, and you want to just work a decent or high-paying job, then I would say networking is a big factor, and it does depend what type of orgs you join, which is like this student organization groups. So keep that in mind, because that can really help you in the future. But also look out for the internships to see which ones you want. And then if you want like a different environment or like a culture shock, I would say to go study abroad. That's very, very good. And then that's like if you don't want a business, or you don't want to do anything that has to do with entrepreneurship. I would say focus heavily on like the academics. Make sure you get in good with your teachers, because your teachers have a lot of insight and they can provide a lot of help. I know some college professors that like during Thanksgiving they invited their students over to the house so they can like spend time with their family and stuff, because they know that certain international students cannot go home or they do not have the funds for it.
I had a professor do that as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's very, very nice.